Hello, 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 and happy Motivational Monday to all of my Scorpios. This is Queen Amon Ra coming to you with your reading. This reading is for the 10th of April through the 10th of May. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Actually, I don't think that your Sunday video loaded. So we're going to combine this. We're going to combine your Sunday. So this is for the 9th and 10th of April, also as the 9th and 10th of May. So I don't think when I went back and I looked through the videos, sometimes I get stuck there. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get right into your reading. Scorpios. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. So that means that I'm going to give you the same questions that I gave to everybody else on Sunday's reading, since again your videos it's your sign and somebody else's sign didn't load. I got to go back and double check, but this is your video, Scorpios, your video. Let's get into it. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the King of Cups. We also have the Chariot card, the Dame of Swords, the King of Swords, and also the Five of Swords. So definitely something from the past. There's victory in your favor. It looks like your efforts have been rewarded, like your efforts to take the high road or to vibrate high over some emotions having to do with something, from your past, some kind of a past argument. Maybe somebody said or did something. We have the King of Swords and also the Five of Swords. The King of Swords and the Five of Swords just lets me know that you are king of your thoughts, right? That lets me know, I'm talking to men and women, Scorpios, you're king of your thoughts over something from your past. You know that something is over, but because it may be trying to rear its ugly head in some way, shape, form, or fashion, we also have the King of Cups, which lets me know that you're also king of your emotions, king of your creativity. Like you have mastered these, in other words. You've mastered your thoughts. You've mastered your creativity, your joy. So the overthinking part, Source is saying to you, you already won something. That's already a part of the past. You don't have to give into it with the overthinking, with the matter of fact, this is how somebody's going to feel. Like, wow, you know what? I'm not giving any energy to it. I'm not giving life to something from the past. So hopefully that makes sense to somebody, and hopefully that offers somebody some kind of, some kind of comfort. Some kind of comfort, from your past. It could have been somebody that you were married to, whether it's in business, thought about marrying, married to it in business, or married to romantically. You could have thought about it. But Source is saying, as a water sign, it's time for you to get control of your emotions, your creativity, your joy, all of those things. This is the King of Cups here. You're wise enough to go recharge near bodies of water, in a bathtub, a beach, stream, lake, pond, so you can get your thoughts together about something, right? And so you're not spending so much time like burning into your own money or cutting into your own money by overthinking something. I'm seeing some kind of an approval come your way. Here we have the Six of Cups. We have the Three of Coins, the Nine of Coins, the Ace of Cups, Two of Coins, and also the Five of Swords. Did I see the Five of Swords? Yeah, Five of Swords came out twice. So yeah, it could have been a lot of things that went on in your past, both in your professional and your personal relationship, Scorpio. That Source is saying to you, it's a part of the past. Move on from it. Every time you look back, see how these two people right here are looking back? Every time you look back at it, the argument, somebody said or did something, Source is saying you're literally cutting into your own wealth. When I'm trying to make you, everything is aligned with your wealth. Perfect alignment with your wealth. So that's perfect alignment with your security, your stability, your career success, your prosperity, your loyalty, your patience. Everything is perfectly aligned for you. So you physically looking back and overthinking some things in your past, when you can just, like I said, you're wise enough to control your thoughts. You're wise enough to get near a body of water to flush all those things out. Source is saying just it's time to move on from something. It's time to move on from something. So we got the Three and Nine of Coins with Pentacles here. Same thing. Pentacles. And then also the Two of Coins. So it's time for somebody to get busy. Putting yourself to work, coming up with some creative ideas, but first you need to flush out all of the toxicity in your spirit, so that you'll recognize that the rose-colored glasses have been removed, Scorpios. That's what this full moon and Libra that we had on the 6th was all about. It was a pink moon. Somebody could have been in a dreamy state, like hoping things would be different, both personally and professionally, and then rose-colored glasses was removed about everything in your personal life and your professional life. So now you can get on about the business of just living your best life. Here we have the Six of Cups. So somebody has definitely been in a dreamy state about some things, and now you see things clearly. So again, you can get on about the business of learning how to protect your creativity, protecting your heart, protecting the things that are near and dear to you. And that's where the wisdom is coming from. It's just like, you know what, I don't hate anything. I hate anybody from my past. I just need to move on from something and not let that toxicity sit in my water. And so somebody was definitely at a crossroad trying to think, especially when it comes to relationships, because that's what that scale is all about. Somebody was just definitely in a romantic state of mind. And so this last quarter moon is going to help everybody to move beyond some things. So since I did not see your Sunday video go up, Scorpios, here are your questions that I gave to everybody. Here are your questions. So we have a last quarter moon that's coming up on the 13th of April. So these questions are going to help you get through this week, right? If you stay focused. Capricorn's energy is one of the ultimate persistence and determination in a very practical and a very real way. It's not fazed by challenges. So somebody's challenge has been being able to move on from something in the past. Maybe somebody cut you off. Maybe somebody said or did something to harm you in some way. Maybe they just cut you out. Maybe you didn't get a chance to close out a cycle. You don't know why they stopped talking to you. You don't know why they moved on out of your life. You don't know why X, Y, and Z happened. And so Source is giving you an opportunity to move on, to really move on from something so that you're not in a hostile state of mind and assuming all whatever zodiac signs are like that. Everybody has a unique birth chart. So giving you the strength to move on and go ahead and close out the cycle. First question you want to ask yourselves is, what are your top 3 priorities this week, month, and year? The second question is, do you have specific daily rituals and routines that nourish you? The third question is, do you reward yourself when you accomplish something? And then last but not least is, how much of your day or week do you block out for self-care and personal development? Remember, we're talking about finishing strong. Finishing strong. We got a last quarter moon in Capricorn coming up on the 13th of this month. We are not talking about a person that is a Capricorn. We are talking about the zodiac sign Capricorn that is ruled by Saturn. That's a very, very serious planet. So if you're serious about settling down and getting married, whether it's in business or romantically, Source is saying you're going to have to release the past. You're going to have to stop looking back and wondering what happened and so on and so forth. Source is just saying to you, hey, maybe the lesson was, what I'm saying here is that something may have ended. And it's just like death. Sometimes you don't have the answer. Sometimes you're like, I just talked to that person last week. They seemed like they were fine. And all of a sudden it's over. What the heck? Right? What did not see? The what did not see, that's how you take to God. God, what did not see? What happened, God? Right? So that you can close it out in the best way that you know how to. Here we have the Hermit card. Remember, this Hermit card is attached to Virgo. Remember we had the last full moon that we had, last full moon that we had was in Virgo. That reminded everybody that they are good enough. They are good enough no matter what. You can assume the worst, that you're not good enough, and you can be sitting there with that sitting in your water if you want to, or you can go straight to God and say, God, what was it? What was it? Why did that person just stop talking to me? I seemed like I was just talking to them. Or what happened in the situation? Why did all of a sudden I come into work and they just tell me that your services are no longer needed? Like, what happened? Right? And so you don't have to run to and fro to everybody else talking about it. You can go straight to God. That's the beauty of going within. Here we have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands. And so something I'm seeing here, like I said before, something around you could be now triggering you, trying to irritate your demons, right? And so again, it could take you back to other parts of your life and reminding you of something that happened in the past, because these are 10 swords here, right? 5 and 5 is 10. So somebody could have gotten used to something, and God is saying to you, what lessons are you learning? Are you going directly to God asking for something? So something is definitely trying to irritate your demons, trying to bait you into something, and it's all a test. It's all of it is a test. So you have some inspiration to get back on your throne instead. You got some inspiration to get back on your throne. Something is going to put a fire up under you to get you out of that staying in the divine feminine energy, to motivate you to activate that divine masculine energy. So something is going to put a fire up under you. It's like a motivation. It's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to get you to move forward, right? It's meant to get you moving forward so you can get back on your throne, inspiring people, and come out of a dark space of overthinking something. from your past. And sometimes that looks like a new love coming across your path. Sometimes it looks like a new creative project. It looks like a lot of things. It could look like new opportunity for a new job. Whatever it is, something is going to inspire you to start focusing on your legacy. Legacy, legacy, legacy. Get refocused on your legacy, right? We also have the Two of Coins, Two of Pentacles twice. Again, this is additional streams of income. Incoming information is first. So before we can think about money, we got to be open to receive incoming information from God. God sending messages. This is hermit mode. Somebody could be in hermit mode thinking, like, what is it? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Maybe you're not doing anything wrong. So that's why you go to God and you say, God, what is it? Show me what I need to do. What areas do I need to work in? Rose-colored glasses have been removed from my face. I'm seeing things clearly now. You got my full attention. Where do you need me to take action, God? I don't want to be confused in any area, when it comes to, so again, somebody definitely has marriage on their mind, whether it's marriage in business or marriage romantically on your mind. And so you're looking back at past relationships so that you don't have to keep the stop and starting when it comes to your legacy. So, it's not for the purpose of somebody saying, woe is me, and that person was a bad person and all of this other stuff. God wants all of us to look at ourselves. Like, what role did we play in certain things? We have the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit card, the Magician card, and also the Four of Pentacles. Hermit card came out twice. Somebody has really been thinking about legacy, both in your personal and your professional life. And so, again, it's a question. Just ask God. God is like, get your rest. I'll send messages through in a dream if that's how you want me to send the messages through. But I will send you the message. All you have to do is communicate. That's what Source is trying to get somebody to do, is not just sit there and wait for stuff to come to you, information to come to you. If you don't feel comfortable, or if you cannot reach out to a person, let's say the person died and you can't just call them up, because a lot of people say, oh my God, I just thought about that person. Now they're no longer here. I wish I just had one more, I could just talk to them one last time, right? There's ways that you can talk to them. You can go to God and ask God, let them show their presence. Come through a dream. Let me know that they're okay. I just want to tell them I love them one more time. You can invite them into your spirit if you believe in that, right? But also, if people are still here and you didn't get a chance to say what you needed to say because maybe something has just ended permanently, right? You can still go straight to God and say, God, what am I not seeing about myself? Like, what am I missing? What is it? God will show you that as well. So you don't have to sit around and overthink this. Four of Pentacles came out twice. You don't have to overthink things in your business or your personal or your professional life. God will give you the answers that help you feel more secure with certain things. But again, even in your vulnerability, God is saying to you, here we have the Four of Swords. God is saying to somebody, just get your rest. Learn how to plant only the seeds that you want to grow. Don't plant any negative seeds. Don't plant any who said what in the past. Don't plant seeds of insecurity, instability, disloyalty. Like, don't plant those seeds. Like, that means talking about it, replaying stuff from the past over and over and over again. I gotta stay connected to this energy right here. It doesn't make sure that they're gonna be loyal to me, so that because I don't have to experience the disloyalty. All of that. Source is saying to you, here we have the King of Pentacles. Source is saying to you, Scorpios, that everything is gonna be okay. Like, everything is going to be okay, actually. Not just okay, but okay, for you all. Matter of fact, I think we do have your video, so don't, anyway, you got the questions again. This is for the 10th of April through the 10th of May. I think it was two other signs where their videos got, stuck in the upload. So either way, this is your video for the 10th of April through the 10th of May. And let's keep it moving forward. So again, happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. Again, Source really wants somebody to start getting comfortable talking directly to God. like just through prayer. However, whatever your religious practices are, whenever you feel like, okay, I don't have clarity, I don't know what happened, where was the breakdown, and you even feel like, you want to start assuming the worst about situations. Source is like, no, keep your vibrations high. And I do see somebody trying to do that. And those efforts are being rewarded. You're seeing things from a higher frequency. But what is it in me that I'm not seeing so that I don't have to go through a situation where I get cut off by somebody or I get my heart broken or whatever? Like, what is it in me that I'm not seeing? Am I being completely honest with myself about things? Here we have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Sun card, and also the Hierophant card. So, yeah, somebody's definitely on their spiritual journey. I love it. Definitely at a higher mind. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're definitely operating in your purpose, and that's where the healing is. Somebody's definitely on their spiritual journey. We're not talking about religion. We're just talking about you're on your spiritual journey here. And so I see like somebody's going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted when you go to God and ask God, well, what is it in me? Like, inspire me to live, my absolute best life. And so for somebody, you have a new and exuberant love coming across your path. And I do see marriage in your cards. But again, if you're still connected to an ex because you're trying to make sure this person is loyal to you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, Source is saying to you, if you're not telling that new person that, hey, I'm still connected to my ex in any way, shape, form, or fashion, then give that person an opportunity to say whether that's, that's one of their demons or not. Then somebody's just going to repeat a cycle. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. And so a lot of people see you as down to earth, very relatable. People see you as people see you in a light that I think you already see yourselves, Scorpio. And this isn't somebody who is down to earth, very relatable, someone that people are attracted to, that's good or bad. Doesn't really matter because you're a divine feminine sign, but you just got to know what lessons you learned in the past so that you can see things before they come. That's the whole thing about being king queen energy, is that you're already on your throne. You see it coming up the road. But every time you get down off of your throne and you start saying, well, I gotta, I'm trying to make myself more relatable by their standards. If they're on a lower frequency, then you're going to miss it every single time. You'll be too distracted trying to abide by the rules in their universe, and now you step there. It's like you've gone to somebody else's house and you have to abide by their rules. So yours don't even apply anymore. So Source is saying to you, here we have the Eight of Wands. Things are going to be quick progression for somebody as soon as you're talking to Source about it. And again, we got the Page of Wands twice. Inspiration both personally and professionally coming across your life. So like I said before, congratulations and kudos to you all for just, like I said, hanging in there with yourselves, because this is very powerful. This reading I'm looking at, I'm talking to you if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but anywhere in your chart. Somebody may be getting married. That's where you see the cake here. You're celebrating something, married either in business and or professionally. So that's why I'm seeing the cake here. Somebody's celebrating something. So go ahead and thank God in advance. That, show me me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, show me myself. That's what somebody's going to be asking God. Show me myself so I don't miss it. I'm building legacy. I'm planting seeds. I'm doing everything. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands, and also the Knight of Wands. So Source also wants you to stay away from anything that's draining you emotionally, even the overthinking of every time I think about such and such, I get angry all over again. Source is like, that's keeping you one step away from the things that you're asking God for. Every time I think about something from the past, I just get frustrated all over again. Well, stop thinking about the past. And you can always toss it into a fire bowl. I talked about that on, Sunday's video. But here we have the Page of Wands, and also Page of Wands is coming out 3 times. So this is like God reiterating 3 times. And trying to inspire you, trying to keep you motivated, trying to, make you stronger moving forward. And so you're already on the other side of a long and arduous journey. So you don't need to go back through another storm. All you have to do is open up your mouth and ask God, what is it? Here we have the 8 and 7 of Pentacles. More money, more money, more money. But again, this is really about Source sending you. The first income is from God. Incoming messages coming from God about your creativity, about your wealth, and what you need to do to create the life that you know that you deserve. Here we have the King of Swords. And so When you're a fixed size, sometimes you can be so fixated on something that you think that the way you're doing it is the right way, but you could keep repeating the same cycles, like asking, well, what is it? I mean, I've always done it this way. It worked for me, in business, but how come it's not working for me in my love life? That's where you want to ask God, how come it's not working for me in my love life? What is it, right? Or if it worked for me in my love life, but it doesn't work for me in business, that's what you're asking. God, how come it doesn't work for me in my business? So again, it does take a level of humility of just saying, okay, God, I need some help in this area. So that's what I'm saying for somebody. Like just asking source, well, I need some help. So let's see, let's pull your number and let's get ready to close it out. Let's pull your number and let's get ready to close it out. Let's get ready to close it out. 1010, I am patient. There we go. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good, Scorpio. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you, because they are. 10 is the number of instant manifestation, and you got two 10s here. So we're talking about 10 both in your personal and your professional life. So this is something you can manifest through conversation with Source. All that other stuff to the left, the negative thoughts, the assuming the worst about people, all of that stuff to the left. Not to say that that's what you all are doing, but sometimes those thoughts can creep up because that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it can creep up and you can assume the worst about something and but not know it. And so instead of assuming, that's what happened. Like the best example I think that could help is like a loved one goes into a hospital for a routine checkup, and then you hear about that they didn't make it. You're like, well, wait a minute. So all of a sudden, people are not thinking anything that could have been going wrong, with the loved one. Didn't do checkups themselves, wasn't taking the medication they were supposed to take. All of a sudden, people go straight to the hospital must have been negligent, or the doctor must have been negligent. And so Source is saying to you, instead of pointing the fingers, look within. What is it that if I know I deserve to have a certain type of life, if I know God wants me to have this amazing life, what is it? And I know I can have it in both my personal and my professional life. And so rose-colored glasses have been removed. Source is like, it's time to dream bigger for everybody. That's everybody, not just you. That's everybody. So ribbons, 33. For it lives in the silk of my binding, the knots in my truth, the eye of becoming, the witness swallowed in stillness. Yep, so like I said before, make this an amazing week. You have the questions already. You're already on the other side of a long and arduous journey. With somebody, it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're on the other side of a journey with. It could also be somebody who's on the cusp of those signs. It could be a Taurus. It could be a Cancer. It could be a Virgo. It could be a Gemini. It could be a Leo. It could be any sign that you're on the other side of something, with that could have been a draining process with you. And so now it's time to ask God, what is it? Show me, so that I'll see things in advance and I won't be afraid to take, close out cycles if I need to. If I need to. Freedom. Affirmations for freedom. I am free to be me. I am free to live fully. I am present in this moment. I am not bound by my circumstances. I am stronger than fear or doubt. I have the power to create a new reality. Yep. That's it. And that is all. Let's pull two more cards, and then we're going to pull the affirmation card. That's the affirmation card. We're going to pull two more cards, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. Actually, three more cards. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and close this out. Health checkup. Yeah, health checkup. Yeah. Somebody definitely wants to do a spiritual health checkup so they can get laser focused back on your purpose here. Why are you here on earth, right? And so don't get distracted by, the idea of going into business, marrying somebody in business or marrying them romantically, if you have not asked God, what is it? What am I not seeing? Because that's where you want to go straight to. So it's a time for healing. Definitely a time for healing. Definitely a time for healing for somebody, so that you can move beyond any fear or doubt or any insecurities whatsoever. All right, here we have loss. Yep, loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring your own plan, her own plan, instead of the ego's. Yep, so love, we know God is love, so you want God to take over a situation. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. That's what I'm saying for you all, Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.